I don't know why it is so dark. It is 7:30, but I just voted. Swing state voter at your service. I came back in before heading out to work because I needed to make coffee, and then I also wanted to put my hair up. I left my I voted sticker in the car though, so I feel like I need to get that so I can wear it all day today. Got my Halloween Town sweatshirt on. It is the day before Halloween, and so, I mean, I wear this sweatshirt regardless of the season, but I feel like this is its prime time. Welcome to a few days in my life. I figure we'll just kind of finish out the work week together, with it being Wednesday today. So hump day, we're over the hump. I do feel stressed going into today, which I always tell myself I need to not, because I feel like the days that actually end up being stressful are rarely the ones that I actually predict to be stressful, and then the ones that I predict to be stressful oftentimes end up fine. But it's just like there are several things that are pending right now that, sorry, that's my coffee. Right, that is a very weird sound coming from my coffee. But I just wish I was like on the other side of things so I could know like how they finished up. I know that I can only do what I can do. I can't do more than what I can do, but I'll do my best today. I'll try not to be stressed out. I have a staff meeting this afternoon, which I always love staff meetings because I just love like getting to see all my little social work friends that I work with all together in one place. I am starting this vlog on the Wednesday instead of the Monday or Tuesday because I've gotten my chemical peel this past weekend. And while it's not like the type of peel that like you may see videos of sometimes where it's like someone's like whole face comes off, like I'm just flaky, but it's gotten a lot better. But Monday and Tuesday were like pretty bad. I still went to work. I just like wore a mask sometimes. And then anytime I took my mask off, I felt the need to like tell people like I got a peel. That's why my face is so, like it just was like kind of flaky. Like kind of like when a sunburn peels, like that kind of level. But I barely wanted anyone to perceive me at all when that was going on, so I did not vlog. But I do have several packages coming and that have come that I'm excited to show you. One of which is from Ulta, and I got like I got a clarifying shampoo, and then I also got just like other new shampoos and conditioners. I'm not fully done with the ones I have now, so I do need to finish the ones I have now, but I do plan on using the clarifying shampoo today for the first time, which is why I kind of waited to wash my hair because I want that package to come. But now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I probably should have washed my hair yesterday. But we'll be okay. My coffee's all ready now, so it is time for me to start the day. See you after. Or during, but most likely after. I was kind of bummed yesterday because the Ulta package that I was waiting on, that I was like, oh my gosh, like my haul, we can open it tomorrow, didn't come. It apparently at like 6:30 said delivery attempted, no access to delivery location, which is silly because like, yes, you would have access to delivery location. That's the second time that's happened to me recently with a package, and it then just like delivers the next day. But part of me is like, nothing was different between the first day you tried and the second day you tried. But that just meant that I had to use my old shampoo and not my new clarifying shampoo whenever I washed my hair yesterday. And that also means that I'm having to like scavenge the last little bits of my SPF today because I am running out of it. And I was excited to have my new one, but hopefully by the end of tonight I'll have my new one. Happy Halloween. I am wearing my Halloween costume. You can't tell yet, but I am. It'll all come together in like just a couple seconds. I slept so well last night, but it was the kind where now it's just like I'm offended by the fact that I'm not still in bed sleeping because it was so good. It's like, how dare anything require me to end this wonderful night's of sleep. Yesterday did end up being a stressful day at work. Like it was actually a correct prediction, and I ended up staying late because too, we had the staff meeting at the end of the afternoon, which is good, and I always love, as I always say, but also just like with the time of it meant that I couldn't fully wrap everything up before the staff meeting. Like I was like waiting on responses to things, and so I had to like wrap things up after the staff meeting, so I stayed late. And then this is like going to be so fine, and I know I'm gonna be like, Anna, you're so silly, but like all of the important emails I was sending yesterday, I was CCing my supervisor on so that she could like follow along and then like have background if I needed her to like step in and stuff. Literally right before I left at like, I think it was 5:15 by the time I was leaving. Right before I left, she sent an email that was like, hey Anna, let's touch base on this one tomorrow morning, thanks. Which is probably just gonna be like literally what it says. Like, let's just touch base. Like, let's reflect on it or whatever. But in my head, I was like, oh, do we not know how anxiety works? Because now I've been like thinking about that. And like had I left like 2 minutes earlier, I wouldn't have seen it. I'll have a semi-busy day today, I think. It's like my big rounds day. I have a CEU through lunch. I did yesterday too, but it was mostly like playing in the background while I was doing notes and things. But the CEU yesterday was called Chicken or the Egg. And it was like, does cannabis or psychosis come first? It was a guy talking about people who get schizophrenia diagnoses that because they're experiencing psychosis, but it's not actually true schizophrenia, or people who do have true schizophrenia, but maybe it was like triggered by, I didn't pay attention as well as I should have. And I don't remember what today's one is. Okay, ready for my Halloween costume? I have to make sure to pull my shirt down today because my pants are very high-waisted. I picked them like for the color, but my shirt is cropped. Okay, this is what I got going on today. You asked for a social worker in the hospital and this is who shows up. I feel like it's cute. I feel like it's fun. I don't know if my ears need to go under it. Like I definitely look silly, and part of me feels like there are definitely gonna be situations today where I need to remove my headband, but that's why my costume is like easily removable, you know? But I feel like this is fun. I have my dress fitting, my first dress fitting this afternoon. It's not like immediately after work, but since it's a drive, I think I will leave immediately after work so that like I can get there and I don't get betrayed by traffic getting there. I'm still thinking about though, like let's touch base about this tomorrow morning, even though my brain does not need to be doing all that. I'm gonna get breakfast this morning at work. I really, since we moved to the new location, have been getting food there like every single day, which to some extent I'm like, that's a lot of money that I'm spending on food, but then also like the food itself isn't actually that expensive. Like it's like $5 to $6 per meal, which means that with some of it, like I don't necessarily think getting groceries would actually be cheaper, but I kind of feel like since today's the end of the month, I need to kind of like add things up and see if I actually did like save in groceries, what I've been spending on meals, because part of me wants to bring lunches and stuff like that again. I really have gotten out of the habit of that. But let's go to work. Let's have a good day. Meh. That was kind of weird. I've kind of like been hyping up all day of like, oh, I'm going to get my dress fitting today. And I got here a little bit early, but I was like, oh, I don't want to be like excessively early for my 5:30 appointment. So I like waited till like 5:25 after fighting the traffic to get here. And I walked in and they're like, oh, you can have a seat. So I'm like sitting there. There's a girl that's shopping for her dress right now, which is so exciting. Fun to see other people doing that. But then she called me down and she was like, oh, I had you for yesterday. And I was like, oh, like that's weird. Like in my head, like I am so positive that we said October 31st because even when we were scheduling it, I was like, oh, Halloween. Like, okay. And she's like, yeah, no, I had you for yesterday. And then truly she just like had me put on my dress, zipped it up, and then I was like, okay. And then she was like, I'm sorry for rushing you, but she had like gone and gotten her nails done I guess a few days ago, and one of the nails designs came off, and she's like, I just texted my nail lady and she said that she'll fix it if I can come right now, so I'm sorry for rushing you. But she just like wanted to make sure that the zipper that she fixed worked, and I guess she put in like the boning because it wasn't hemmed yet. I don't know. That was confusing to me, to be honest. I'm gonna not stress about it. She said, just call me tomorrow to schedule your next one, but I had you for yesterday. And so I was like joking. I was like, oh, I guess we'll triple check this time when we're scheduling. But I'm so positive that we scheduled it for October 31st because like that's a notable date. And I literally put it in my calendar as we were scheduling it last time. So I don't know. That feels weird. I'm like genuinely going to be driving for like 5 times the amount of time that I was just in there. No, more than, because I was just in there for like 10 minutes. Like, I don't want to have a bad attitude about it, but like, that was just really weird. But I guess I'm heading back home now. Zach requested an unboxing, so I guess we'll do it. Not because I've been talking about doing the unboxing all day today. And yesterday, whenever I thought it was coming yesterday. My Ulta box came opened. Don't know when in the process that happened, but I'm gonna have to do a little cross-reference what's supposed to be in here just to make sure. I think this is the bag everything's supposed to be in, and it's just like all around the box. I feel like I got rifled through. I don't know by who. Okay, this is the clarifying shampoo that I got that I was excited to use yesterday, but now it'll be my next one that I use. You don't use clarifying shampoo every time, but it's like a once a month type thing. And I've learned with my whole low porosity hair journey that clarifying shampoo is really helpful. I think it'll be really good. And then I'm not quite out of my shampoo and conditioner that I'm using now, but I've been using them for years, and I do like them, but I figured could try some new ones. You can get the first look. These are the new shampoo and conditioner that I'm gonna try whenever I run out of what I'm currently using, which honestly could be like months from now, we'll see. But it's the Biolage Ultra Hydra Source shampoo and conditioner. And then what I think is the last one more. This is the L'Oreal Elvive 8-second Wonder Water, and it's supposed to be a shine boost. Like you put it in between shampoo and conditioner, and it's like water, like it's like liquid in here. I don't remember which TikTok convinced me to get it, but it wasn't that expensive. None of these were that expensive. This entire haul altogether was I think like $94, which is, I feel like I got a lot for that. This, what is
so it's you're supposed to click on them every single.
What, put my hand back there?
Yeah, and like do the nail.
Oh, sorry. I mean, they all do sound different. I thought that it was a conditioner that was coming free, but it's a this was just like a free thing because I spent $15 on hair care. Bond strengthening concentrate, pre-shampoo, perfects compromised hair. Ooh, see, that's a different click. This one's out of its box. Do you think that just happens from it getting rifled around? Its box is like entirely undone. But this was the new SPF that I got. It's Supergoop Play.
Did it break the seal?
Of this? No. Yeah, but like, how did all this happen in the box? How'd they get chewed up? Supergoop Play SPF 50 Everyday Lotion. I feel like Supergoop's kind of expensive for being sunscreen, but I've been using, like I said, Neutrogena Sport 70 SPF. I don't even think it's for the face. I think it's just like normal. I've been using that. So anything that's like feels a little more curated is kind of fun. And then we'll do the tools. I got these just little, these are the same ones that I got before, but I have like pink ones, but there's like little dermaplaners. They're not single use, but they're like, you still like, you want to kind of cycle through them so that they don't get like bacteria and stuff, but I like them. I got a new kabuki brush for foundation because I feel like I wanted something that was like denser kind of than the brushes that I'm using. And then lastly, and let's make sure nothing's missing. Good. Lastly, I got this e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil just because I thought it would be fun to have like more of a lip gloss, lip oil. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I have like chapsticks now, which do give a look, but it's just different to have like a true lip gloss, I feel like. So lots of things in there that I'm excited for. Also the fact that all of that was $94, excited for. I mean, all was mostly just like small things that added up to $94. And then this is a registry gift. Oh wait. And it has, oh maybe, kind of. Congratulations on your union. We are so excited to celebrate for you all. Can't wait to celebrate. Did I already tell you who this is from? There we go. I'm very excited for this too. I'll have to find places in the kitchen for it all, but I'm really planning on, I'm like saving all of my cleaning for when you're gone this weekend. Ta-da! That felt like a lot of work. It's a baking set though. Bakeware set. And it comes with, no, it doesn't say it there. Quite heavy. It comes with a loaf pan, 3 baking sheets of like various depths and sizes, 12-cup muffin pan, 2 9-inch round cake pans, 9 by 13-inch rectangular cake pan, and 2 cooling racks. That is so, I love this.
What are cooling racks?
Like to put cookies on, so like they just set right here, and you can put the like cookies on. It's the little grate. This is very heavy, but I'm so excited for this. This is one of the things on the registry that I was like anxiously awaiting. So I'm very glad that it's here. And I'm glad that it like came early too, because it's before our wedding. But I've been wanting, and I need a cup of chocolate milk while I do this, but I've been wanting to come up with like things I'd like to bake because I don't really have too many pans and stuff to bake in. And now we don't just have to use Star Wars for muffin pans. That can be like for a special occasion cornbreads that actually like come out instead of getting. That's exciting. I'm trying to fix my sourpuss attitude. I still kind of have a sourpuss attitude about the whole appointment thing and how long I had to drive for said 45-second appointment. Because something that I thought about on the car ride home that then I'll be done after this is the fact that if they really had my appointment for yesterday, why would they not have called me whenever I didn't show up yesterday? Like I feel like for any appointment it would be like a, hey, are you still coming? Are you late? Especially when this isn't just like a random appointment that someone would no show for, as they literally have my wedding dress and I've already paid them. So it's not just like, oh oops, like I'm not here, too bad. It's like, I don't know, I feel like they would call and be like, are you still coming? Or like, when can we reschedule this for? That's what I feel like. But I was told to call tomorrow to schedule the next one, so I will do that. Any final words?
Great job.
Thank you.
It's a very good opening.
Thank you. Do you have any more for me?
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything else?
Excited for you to smell good.
With
Better. Smell better.
With all my new shampoos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. Good morning, happy Friday. We made it to Friday, last day of the week. Woo, woo, woo. Zach just left. He is gonna be gone this weekend because he's going back to Missouri for a friend's wedding. And so I'm like sitting here brainstorming in my head what kind of weekend I want to have to myself. Though I don't want to, I do think I'm gonna do a deep clean of the apartment, which I feel like happens all the time on the channel, but like that's because you see it every time it happens. Like it doesn't actually happen that often in real life. It's like, you know, the weekends you don't see, I don't necessarily do it. So I'm thinking I need to do a deep clean. I'm feeling like it would be wonderful to like pick an audiobook for myself that I can just like really dive into this weekend. I like don't even know if I can call myself a reader anymore. Like I like have not read in a very long time. The last video like 3 weeks ago, whenever I was like, oh, my goal is to finish a book, and then I didn't, like that's still the book that I'm on. I haven't read since that video. And just like in general, definitely not at the level that I used to be. To be fair, it's because like my free time I feel like has been spent more like wedding planning or watching How I Met Your Mother. Restarted that. Just like doing different things than reading. So I'm not done with it like forever in my life. I do plan on becoming a reader again. But I feel like a good step to begin that is like just finding a great audiobook that I can listen to this weekend for deep clean. I feel like it could be fun if I go like for a little walk on the Beltline by myself at some point. It's always, I kind of want to make the most of it. Whenever Zach's with me, he has celiac, can't have gluten. And so like we don't really go places that he can't eat at because that wouldn't make sense. And then I don't like go places by myself if he's around. And there's this bagel place on the Beltline, Emerald City Bagels, that I always hear about. Also like Emerald City, okay, Season of Wicked, that people always say is so good, but there's like nothing for Zach to eat there. But I was kind of thinking like maybe I should take myself on a little date, like walk the Beltline, get bagels. I can keep listening to my audiobook that I'm finding. So this is like what is forming in my head. And then also just like get my feet under me. I feel like now that it's November 1st, I really want to have a holiday season that feels like how holiday seasons used to feel. You know what I mean? Just like festive, Christmas music. I'm not waiting till Thanksgiving to get the Christmas going. I'm not starting like right now, but I'm not waiting till Thanksgiving because I feel like you don't get enough time if you wait till Thanksgiving. We'll ease into it, but I kind of want to like plan that and like I don't have too much decor, so like thinking about like, oh, is there different decor that I want to get? But I feel like all of those types of things, the like, how do I have the best upcoming months? Like get my feet out under, like get my feet under me, not out from under me. I feel like something mentally in me cannot do that well unless I have like a clean area, because I feel like that's always the biggest to do. It's like, okay, if I have my life together enough to have just like the apartment perfect, then I have my life together enough to like do all these extra things that I want to do. So that's kind of what I'm briefly planning for the weekend. I need to also these plans are what's getting me through the workday. That's why we're talking about them right now. I also need to plan like meals, breakfast, lunches, dinners, so that I can like actually be having things that I want to be having. I don't think I've been eating poorly. I've been eating like mindfully, but I haven't been playing an active role in the groceries that we get. And then as you know, I've been getting like lots of food at work, which don't hate. It is really good. I'm gonna get a breakfast sandwich again today, but I do feel like it is worth considering if there are like meal prep lunches or just things that would end up being like more net positive for me. Sorry, can I start a sentence? I have had a busy week, I feel like, at work, and I feel like a lot's happened, but I feel like yesterday the busyness was me getting back like actually caught up on things. Like Wednesday was just overwhelming because it was like for all of the things that I had to do, every time I would like start to do something, 4 more things to get added to my to-do list, which is just overwhelming and made my brain feel kind of frozen because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm never going to go like be able to talk to all the people that want to be talked to, like do all the things that I need to do. Yesterday was very meeting heavy, but then once I was able to get out and get working, we were good at that point. Like I was getting back caught up on things. So I think today I'm gonna be successful at doing like the last step to get like fully caught up on everything. The past month I've been having more patience than I usually do, which is like one thing that I feel like has been making things harder. And then also, I didn't really realize that this was unique, but I was thinking about it the other day. But like the other thing that I think can make me feel more busy is that right now I am social worker in an ICU. I'm social worker on a step down unit that leads to discharge. And then I'm also covering a portion of just like regular gen peds beds, which are just like a very different flow. And so I'm kind of doing like all inpatient social work that can be done that is possible right now. And it's just like the flow of work in ICU versus step down versus gen P's is just so very different. And that could be leading to why my brain feels frazzled. But I'll be fine. My coffee is brewing. My breakfast sandwich will be waiting for me when I get to work. I have a lot of extra hours this work week on accident, like not on purpose. So I'm kind of wondering if I can flex some this afternoon. That could be fun. But we'll see. Would you believe me if I told you that I have spent quite literally my entire Saturday laying on the couch watching How I Met Your Mother? And like I did a couple productive things on my computer while I was watching How I Met Your Mother. I looked up like getaway car for the wedding. I was like shopping on Etsy. I revamped my registry a little bit. I found this new fruit game that's really fun. Oh, there's an ad. There's lots of ads in my new fruit game. I think I was playing Candy Crush and then this fruit game came up as an ad and I played it as on the ad for like 5 minutes and then I was like, maybe I should just get this game. And that can be my thing for the Saturday. Look, it's like this, and then the fruits, whenever they hit a fruit that's like them, they turn into a bigger fruit. And it's kind of like Tetris, sort of, like you have to stay under the line. Also, I started this sentence by like, would you believe me if I told you? By the looks of me, I'm assuming that you probably do believe me. Last night, Friday, same thing kind of happened. I feel like my executive dysfunction is at an all-time high, or executive function is at an all-time low, depending on how you want to word that. But I'm trying to be okay with it too, because what's the harm in rotting? Like, if I can sit on the couch and watch How I Met Your Mother, then that's fine. I feel like the part that's making me feel weird about it is because I had kind of in my head been planning. I think I even talked about it, like, oh, like I can go walk on the Beltline, like I can get the bagel. I have like recycling over there that I was like, I'll take the recycling out. I have like some returns to drop off. So in my head I was like, oh, I can do all of that. I'll just push it to tomorrow morning, and that's fine. I did start doing laundry yesterday. I don't know if you noticed, we got a new drying rack. Got it off Amazon, really liking it. I think things are dry by now. I think now that I'm kind of getting started with my day, now that it is 4:58 p.m. I'm gonna put away all of the laundry that I've done. This is my little treat to myself. I feel like I've spent a lot of money today because I guess when you're just like sitting online shopping for hours, that is kind of, you know, what you do. But I have a Uber Eats order that I have an hour and 2 minutes before it'll arrive by. I saved $1.50 by making the delivery time be later. So my burger will be arriving by 6 p.m., which I'm very excited for. And I kind of figured, okay, I'll get up off the couch and I'll start working on my laundry or doing anything else that comes about until my burger comes. And then when I'm eating my burger, I can watch How I Met Your Mother again if I so desire at that time. I finally did decide on audiobook that I think I'm going to begin. Again, now that it is 4:59 p.m., almost 5 p.m. Why did I say it like that? I got two. The first one I got, and then I wasn't quite like sure if I actually wanted to read it. So these are my two. True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren, and then No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. I'm gonna start with True Love Experiment. That's my plan. Work on this laundry, eat my burger in about an hour. What a Saturday. I really, like, I had a different vision for the day, but I'm gonna not be mad at it. This is what occurred today. Honestly, it was really fun. So what you gonna do?
Hello, remote. I can't shake the simplest feeling.
Good morning. Today is a real day. Like, I'm gonna be doing real things, and I've already told myself that I can't play my little fruit game because I am not lying to you. I'm not gonna check what my screen time was on my little fruit game yesterday, but I was loving it. I'm still loving it. Like, I feel like I like actively developed an addiction because right now I'm still thinking about my little fruit game. Zach comes home at 3, and so I'm still forming in my head what today looks like until then, but I know for one thing certain is that I'm gonna feel so good tonight if I am able to clean this apartment. I did do quite a bit yesterday. Like, I did the laundry yesterday, which is a huge chunk of things, and kind of like picked some clutter and things up, but I'm just gonna take it room by room, try to knock out as much as I can right now. And then yesterday, like, the wedding productivity that I did was just kind of like random, like kind of doing things but just like not super pointed, and I kind of need to like pointedly come up with things that I need to do. And also the video that's posting today I need to finish. So what my like immediate goal is bathroom, make coffee, finish the video, and then I can take it from there. We are making good progress. My video is entirely edited, uploaded, ready to go, so that feels good. And then both the bathroom and my room are entirely clean. I have like the windows open, I have our balcony door open, getting fresh air in, so we're definitely feeling good. And I kind of have like a loose plan for some grocery things, which is also feeling good. Like I feel like I'm getting back on top of the ball, especially after my entire rot day yesterday. But I do feel like I need to clean the kitchen before I go to the groceries, just because, I don't know, it feels like you want to bring new food into your home into a clean kitchen. And I'm also gonna look because it's slow cooker recipes that I'm kind of planning for the week, and I want to do one today. And I think that there's a chance that we have all of the ingredients already, in which case like I could wipe off a part of the counter and then just get that going so that I can cook slowly for like 6 to 7 hours. The ones that I have planned for this week, I have a slow cooker ground turkey, spinach, and pepper jack casserole that I thought sounded good but also easy, slow cooker teriyaki chicken, and then also goulash. And surprisingly, the teriyaki chicken is the one that I think we're most likely to have all of the ingredients for. Like it definitely has some random minced garlic, minced ginger, honey, brown sugar, soy sauce, sesame oil, rice vinegar, cornstarch, sesame seeds. I guess I don't think we have green onions, but that wouldn't, I could just get those grocery shopping because that wouldn't go in the slow cooker. That would just be to top it. I'll have to look, but I do think I do think the chances are high that I have enough food for all of that. So working on the kitchen now. I do think I'm gonna film my Q&A video that I'm planning to today, and I still have 4 hours before I'm going to pick up Zach. And I keep reminding myself too that like going to pick up Zach is not the end of the day. Somehow it's like that's the deadline in my head, but really 3 p.m. still has many hours after it to do other things. But I'm gonna look for the ingredients, start on the kitchen, get the slow cooker going, and then we'll plan the video, maybe film the video, go grocery shopping, and those are the big things. Okay, I'm all set up to film my little video. I feel like the lighting's too orange, but I just gained a literal hour back myself because I have been looking at my microwave and ovens clock over my phone's clock, and I never changed those. And so it was 2:15 on the oven, and I was like, oh, I have like an hour until I need to go get Zach, and I've been wanting to film this video, and I got set up to film this video, and then my little dum-dum self hadn't charged my replacement battery, so I knew that the battery in my camera was kind of starting to go, but I was like, that's okay, I'll just change it out and charge this one. And then I hadn't charged my replacement battery, so I kind of just been sitting here kind of stalled for a little bit, and now I think I'm ready to go. But very, very orange. Is this, oh, I would not call this better. This is like a little dark and still a little orange, but is it fine? I got my ring light closer because it is propped up on my vacuum. It is a little low, which I'm not liking, but I don't know if it's worth changing. It's been a long time since I filmed a sit down video, if you can't tell. But I'm doing the social work question and answer video. Yeah, this is not good lighting either. Maybe I'll try the kitchen lights again. I have this light as an option too. Is this fine? I think this is fine. I think this is gonna be our final product. Okay, time to go. And good thing I have longer than I thought I did before I have to go get Zach. I feel like today's just been continually revamping my plan, but I have been quite productive. I made cornbread muffins. I don't even think I showed you that. I was on FaceTime with my mom when I made them, so I wasn't really filming. Made cornbread muffins. The kitchen is all clean except for Swiffering the floor, but I can do that later. And so I'm gonna film this video. I'm not gonna start editing or anything yet. And I think then is when I'm going to like take out the recycling, take out the trash, pack up the car with recycling. I don't think I'm going to be grocery shopping before Zach gets back. I think I'm gonna go pick him up, and then if he wants to go with me, we'll go together. If he doesn't want to go and just like desperately wants to get home, I'll drop him off and then go back out and go grocery shopping, just with how the time of things is working out. But teriyaki chicken is cooking, cornbread muffins are here ready. So I feel like I'm starting to have my head back, and filming this video will really help. I'd kind of forgotten I needed to film this one, but like if Zach is out of town, it makes so much more sense for me to film it while he's gone instead of like sequestering him to the bedroom for a little bit or like trying to film it during a workout of his or something like that. So doing good, doing great, maybe. I finished filming my video. I'm like sweating. It took many switches of the battery packs. And then I ran out of space on my memory card, and so I had to like delete stuff. I just like, it was kind of chaotic, but I did finish it. I'm not gonna start editing it yet. That is always my inkling. As soon as I finish filming a video, I'm like, oh, I need to get started on editing it. No, does not make sense. I have about 40 minutes until Zach lands at the airport. So next order of business is all of that like recycling and trash that's sitting right there. Some of which, like the trash, I'll take to our trash receptacle, and then we have cardboard recycling here. We don't have any other recycling, so the rest of which I'm gonna load up in the car and take to a recycling center. And then I keep looking at these clocks. I need to stop looking at these clocks. It's 2:30 right now, which I like have not eaten enough probably since we've been like out of a lot of stuff. So I can't decide if I'm gonna like pick something up or if that's just like not that smart of me to do. Like, should I just try to make food with what I have here? I don't know. That I'm TBD on. What I would like lean towards is like picking something up at like Einstein Brothers or something like that. We'll see. We'll see.